Well, as all of you know, Cal was selected for the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl today. So we've got Travers family head football coach Justin Wilcox on the line to answer your questions. And then we also have from the Independence Bowl, Brian Rapolo at the end. If you have questions for Brian when coach is done, feel free to direct them to him. We'll go ahead and let us know in the chat if you have a question. And we will go ahead and get started with Jeff Ferrato.
Justin, congratulations. Can you just talk about your reaction to you knew you were going to get a bowl game, but now it's official, the first time in 4 years. What does that mean to your program?
It means a ton, and we're excited about it. We were actually at practice when we got the news, so we were able to share that with the team right after. They're fired up, and it's a bowl game, and having that experience is a big deal to the program. The practices are so beneficial. There's just a lot to it, and we can't wait to get down there. And we're we still got a lot of work to do here with finals and some bowl practices, but really looking forward to heading down to Shreveport.
We'll go ahead and ask for other first-round questions, and if you could leave it to a single question on the first round, we'll entertain follow-ups after that. Other questions for Coach? Go to Thomas Dunn from Wright for California.
Justin, congratulations on the bowl selection. There's a lot of familiarity between you and Texas Tech, with you being on staff at the Holiday Bowl back in 2004, with Tim DeRuyter on staff and Marcel Yates on staff over for the Red Raiders. Just what are your first impressions of the Red Raiders, and how do you feel like you have to contain the quarterback, Baron Morton?
Yeah, so we had started peeking at him, when there was some discussion about our potential bowl opponents, and I know Coach McGuire's got an incredible reputation. I know offensively they're excellent. We know the quarterback, and we've seen similar schemes, and obviously the familiarity with TD and Marcel Yates and our man Ryan Connery. So we got a bunch of guys down there that have actually worked here. So they're going to be well coached. We know that, and they have a talented team. We've yet to really dive in too deep, so we're going to start that. We actually started that after we got in after practice. So we know they're a good team. They're going to be well coached, and now we got to do our best to prepare.
Okay, other opening round questions for Coach. Go to Jake Curtis from Cal Sports Report. Go ahead, Jake.
Oh, go ahead.
Jake, you may need to try again. Okay,
Go ahead with somebody else.
Okay. You're good now. Go ahead, Jake.
I assume Mike Blesh will be calling the plays. Is that correct? And who's sort of mentoring quarterbacks at this point?
Yeah. So we've had some movement in the coaching staff, and Coach Blesh will be calling plays. He had so much to do with our successes running the ball this year and the growth we've made on offense. Tim Plow, who's also accepted the head coaching job at UC Davis, as you may have heard. He's staying on with us, and he'll be working with our quarterbacks in that room as we prepare for the bowl game. Both those guys, we hate to see Coach Plow go. I mean, he's a big-time guy. He's a big-time coach, and I know that's a great opportunity for him, and we wish him nothing but the best. But he's going to stay on with us through the bowl game and help us with the quarterbacks, which we're grateful for. And he's got a long history of that. He's worked with our quarterbacks in the past as well, so there's a lot of familiarity with the QBs.
Okay, we'll go to Chris Demerjen with KSLA TV in Shreveport.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on heading to the bowl game. Well, my question for you, had you even heard of Shreveport? Had you heard of the Independence Bowl? And what did the players kind of say after they heard they were going to the Independence Bowl?
I've heard of it. I mean, long ago, when I was growing up, it's one of the first bowl games I was exposed to, even as a West Coast guy, back in I guess it had been the late 80s, early 90s. And then I've been down through there because I coached in the SEC for a couple years. And I'm excited to get back down there. The guys on the team were fired up, just because some of them had been there, a few of them, but not many. So a lot of the guys, it'll be their first experience down there to Louisiana. and they were already talking about it, and I reiterated it. The food is going to be off the charts, and we know that the hospitality is second to none. So our guys are excited.
Okay, anybody else with an opening round question? Okay, we'll go back to Jeff Ferrato. Go ahead, Jeff.
Justin, as best I can tell, you've had 5 players announce they're entering the portal. My question is, I presume none of them will be with you in Shreveport, and do you know about any others who are planning to make a similar decision?
Yeah, we handle those on a case-by-case basis, Jeff. We don't really have a policy. I think in this era, when guys decide to enter the transfer portal, it's usually not for one reason. There's a combination of things, and we'll weigh all those things. So to say that none of them would be with us, I don't know that that's accurate. We'll announce the bowl roster at the appropriate time, but there are opportunities for guys who might be entering the transfer portal to still go experience the bowl, and we handle those, again, like I said, on a case-by-case basis.
Can you tell me if Elarms or Ben Finley will be with you?
We will release the bowl roster at the appropriate time, so we will work through all those things here in the short term, Jeff. I'm not going to announce it today, but there's some guys who you might be curious about that may be on the roster for the bowl game, but I just don't want to go there right now.
And if I can switch gears a little bit, getting back to the offensive coordinator situation and the quarterback coach, do you have a timetable for when you'd like to have a quarterback's coach, and do you expect it to be after the bowl, or what's your thought on that?
Yeah, no timetable right now. Already talked to multiple people, had a formal interview already, and another one that will be happening here shortly. But there's not really a timetable. There's a number of people that they're going to be really good coaches. We have a great situation for them, and so we just want to make sure we get the right person. That's what's most important.
And Jake Spavital's decision to leave to go to Baylor, was that a surprise, a disappointment? How did you respond to that?
Oh, anytime somebody makes a decision based on what's best for them and their family, we support that. We understand things happen and there are dynamics in play, so we're moving forward. We're really excited about Coach Blesh, and there'll be some more announcements with the QB position and another position here shortly. But we don't. We really look forward to the guys that are here that are going to make us better, and guys that need to move on for personal reasons. We wish them nothing but the best.
And so the other position you'll be filling would be the tight ends coach?
Yeah, we'll name those positions more specifically as we sort through this process, but I'm not going to label them all quite yet. There's some dynamics in play.
Gotcha, thank you.
Okay, other questions for Coach? Please let me know by putting it into the chat. Okay, looks like Jeff has another one. Go ahead, Jeff.
Justin, you expect Sam Jackson V to be healthy enough to play if you needed him in the bowl game? Let's say Ben was not with you. He would then presumably be your number 2 quarterback, but he hasn't played since September, I don't believe. What's his status?
He's not going to be able. He won't be available for the bowl game. He has some things that he's dealing with injury-wise, and so we're working to get him healthy as possible, but he would not be available for the bowl game.
Who would be your number 2 quarterback under those circumstances?
Well, we'll talk through the depth chart and the roster when some of these things settle down, Jeff, and we'll be confident in the quarterback room going into the game.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Ryan Sheehan from the Daily Cal.
Yeah, Coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, on the injury front, do you expect any guys like Isaiah Fonte to get healthy enough to play? What's the general outlook for some of those guys?
Yeah, if you have questions about specific guys, you mentioned Isaiah. Isaiah is working like crazy to be back for the bowl game, and we're hopeful he can do that. That'll be day to day, week to week here. Obviously, the game's the 16th, so it's a little shorter window, but we're hopeful to get Isaiah back.
Okay. Jeff, did you have another question?
I do, yeah.
Go ahead.
Justin, what's your schedule going to be like in terms of practice, and do you have any idea yet when you would head down to Louisiana? Tell us about that, please.
It's going to be busy, Jeff. We are going to be a busy team here for the next couple of weeks, which is great. We got recruiting going on, full swing in recruiting. The players are going to be getting ready for finals. We got practices going on. We'll have a couple practices this week on Tuesday and Thursday, and then we'll pick it up again on the weekend where we have official visits. And then the following week, we'll be getting ready to roll, starting our game plan this next weekend, and then getting ready to go. I believe we're leaving, well, the game's the 16th. We're leaving Wednesday, so whatever day that is. As of right now, we may go out Tuesday. It just depends on some flights and things like that, but we'll head down there ready to go. But it will be a bit unique with the academic schedule. The players will have some things they got to do for finals, so we're working on all that right now with the scheduling of their classes, their finals, and travel as we speak.
And can you tell me what the dates are for the final exams, and would they be able to sort of make adjustments based on their needs with you guys?
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to be there's going to be some adjustments because that's finals week, and depending on their final schedule and our travel schedule, our practice schedule, we got to kind of put the puzzle together because they will be in finals, and the university's well aware that the people on campus are already working that. So it's going to be working together, with the campus, the final schedule, the practice schedule, the travel, and we're happy to do it because we're looking forward to the game. It's just that's what our schedule is going to be, and there's going to have to be some moving pieces.
Last thing is, you've won 3 in a row. Now you've got a chance to play a 4th game. How much can this give you some momentum that's important for next year?
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity. We're going to have to play well. As I mentioned before, we know Tech's a really good team. They're going to be well coached. They got a really, really good running back. They got a good young linebacker. So we know we're going to have to play well. So it's not about just going to a bowl game. It's preparing, getting the work in, so you have a chance, give yourself the best chance to win a bowl game. And it's going to be a tall task, but that's what we're going to work on doing.
Okay, anybody with the final question for Coach? Okay, thank you.
Thanks.